The oceans are vast and incredibly deep, leaving countless areas unexplored. You know what that means? There's no telling what might be discovered when experts venture into the unknown. Over the years, some truly chilling finds have surfaced, leaving fishermen stunned as they pulled them from the depths. Number 17. The world's largest seahorse. Off the coast of Britain, a fisherman made an extraordinary catch that has left marine experts astounded. While fishing in Poole Harbor, Dorset, Michael Bailey was attempting to catch mullet when he accidentally hauled up the largest seahorse ever recorded. This discovery has sparked renewed hope for the protection of these endangered creatures. Bailey was joined by his crewmate, Malcolm Glover, and as they examined their catch, they realized it was far larger than any seahorse they had encountered before. The spiny seahorse was almost double the usual size for its species, breaking the previous size record by nearly 2 inches. The giant seahorse wrapped its tail around the net as it was being pulled aboard. After contacting a seahorse expert, they were advised to measure the creature and photograph it before safely releasing it back into the English Channel. They also marked the exact location where it was found. Neil Garrick-Maidment, a seahorse expert and director of the Seahorse Trust, confirmed that Bailey's catch was the largest wild seahorse ever documented globally, measuring an impressive 13.4 inches in length. Michael Bailey, however, didn't just stop at this monumental find. He also holds the records for the second and third largest seahorses ever found in the British Isles, at 11.8 inches and 9.4 inches, respectively. Number 16. The Singaporean alien sea star. In the waters off Singapore, a fisherman made an astonishing catch that seemed to have come straight from a science fiction movie. On his boat was a creature with dozens of twisting, squirming arms that seemed to move in mesmerizing hypnotic patterns. After some investigation, marine experts identified it as a basket star, a deep-sea relative of the starfish known for its complex and eerie appearance. Basket stars are members of the same family as starfish and brittle stars, but their intricate anatomy sets them apart. Their arms grow long and branch out into smaller segments, creating a web-like structure that they use to trap tiny fish and plankton carried by ocean currents. These creatures are nocturnal, and at night they spread their arms wide, forming a living fishing net to capture their prey. The fisherman was both amazed and unnerved when he saw the creature's arms continue to move even after being removed from the water. This unusual behavior occurs because basket stars possess a unique nervous system, allowing each arm to function independently. While these animals typically reside in deep waters, strong ocean currents sometimes push them closer to shore, giving us rare glimpses into the strange and mysterious world of the deep sea. With their alien-like appearance and hypnotic movements, basket stars are among the most fascinating and otherworldly creatures of the ocean. Number 15. The black dragonfish. Roman Fedorstov, a fisherman from Russia renowned for his unusual catches, once hauled up a creature that could easily have come straight from a nightmare. This was Malacostus niger, better known as the black dragonfish, an eerie and nightmarish creature that lurks in the ocean's most impenetrable depths. The black dragonfish resides in the pitch-black waters of the deep ocean, typically between 500 and 2,000 feet below the surface. It boasts a long, eel-like body, and its jet-black appearance helps it blend perfectly into the darkness of its environment. The most terrifying aspect of this fish is its row of needle-sharp teeth, which curve inward, making it a deadly hunter. With a mouth wide enough to devour prey nearly half its size, the black dragonfish is a formidable predator. One of its most unsettling features is its ability to glow with a red, bioluminescent light. This glow is invisible to most creatures of the deep, giving it a silent advantage when hunting. Using this unique trick, the black dragonfish can find prey without giving itself away. Its scaleless, slippery body allows it to glide through the water with minimal energy, conserving strength for its hunting trips. When Roman shared images of his catch, the internet was taken aback by its alien-like features. Scientists, on the other hand, were excited by the rare opportunity to study one of the deep ocean's most mysterious and enigmatic creatures. The black dragonfish's bizarre appearance and deadly hunting tactics make it one of the most remarkable predators in the sea. Number 14. The Crusaders' sword. Near Turkey's coast, fishermen made an astonishing discovery that left even experts in disbelief. As they hauled in their nets, they found a sword from the time of the Crusades. Despite having been submerged for centuries, it was in surprisingly good condition. The sword was recovered from the Mediterranean Sea, near the ancient city of Antakya, known in antiquity as Antioch. This city had played a key role during the First Crusade in the late 11th century. After careful examination, historians confirmed that the sword dated back to the 12th century, a period when the Crusades were at their height. The blade featured a distinctive, cross-shaped hilt, a characteristic design of weapons used by Christian knights. The wear on the blade suggested it had seen battle, and experts speculated that it might have been lost during a naval skirmish or accidentally dropped during transportation. At first, the fishermen had no idea they had stumbled upon such a historical treasure. But once experts studied it, they realized the significance of the find. The sword now stands as a tangible link to the religious conflicts and warfare of the Crusades. It is a rare artifact that offers historians a direct connection to this tumultuous period in history, reminding us that the sea holds secrets of past civilizations waiting to be uncovered. Number 13. The Chimera shark. Researchers exploring the deep waters off California and Hawaii made an extraordinary discovery when they recorded the first ever video of a pointy-nosed blue chimera, commonly referred to as a ghost shark. This elusive deep-sea creature had only been observed in lifeless form, usually caught in fishing nets. Capturing live footage marked a significant breakthrough in marine biology. Chimeras are distant relatives of sharks and rays and have been evolving separately for nearly 400 million years. They have slender, elongated bodies that taper off into whip-like tails, creating a surreal and almost otherworldly appearance. Their skin is pale and slightly translucent, reflecting the faint light of the deep ocean. The chimera's large wing-like fins allow it to glide effortlessly through the water. Its head is blunt with a sharp snout, and its oversized eyes glow, helping it navigate the pitch-black depths. Unlike sharks, chimeras don't have sharp teeth. Instead, they possess tooth plates, which they use to crush the shells of their prey. The footage revealed the ghost shark at a depth of about 79,000 inches beneath the surface, smoothly gliding along the ocean floor. Scientists were surprised to find the species in the northern hemisphere, as it had previously been thought to inhabit only areas near Australia and New Zealand. This discovery significantly expanded the known range of the species. Now it's time for today's topic. In April 2025, a group of South African fishermen from Port St. John's were casting nets off the wild coast near the Agulhas Current when their boat was rocked by something none of them could explain. Just after sunrise, in choppy waters, a monstrous head rose from the sea, its skin blackened and scarred, with glowing red fissures running across its face. The creature's eyes were unlike anything they had seen, lifeless, deep-set, and unblinking. Its jaws opened to reveal massive, irregular teeth, and a guttural roar echoed as it thrashed against the surface. The crew panicked. One man dropped his equipment and dove below deck while another scrambled to record the event. The footage shows the creature's face briefly above water before it submerged, vanishing as suddenly as it appeared. The South African Institute for Aquatic Biodiversity was contacted, but they remained silent on the footage. Some marine experts speculate it may have been a badly injured whale or an undiscovered deep-sea predator flushed into shallow waters by seismic activity. Skeptics argue the photo is manipulated, but those on the boat swear it was real, and some have refused to return to sea. Whatever it wasn't supposed to be there. Number 12. Dinosaur footprints. In 2014, fishermen working off the coast of New Zealand made an extraordinary discovery while trawling the ocean floor. As they pulled up their nets, they found a large stone with what appeared to be fossilized dinosaur footprints. Initially, they thought it was just another rock, but upon closer inspection, paleontologists confirmed that it was a rare and ancient imprint. These footprints, believed to be about 75 million years old, offered a remarkable snapshot of the distant past. They likely belonged to a large herbivorous dinosaur or perhaps a theropod predator. The fossilized prints were so well preserved that experts could discern fine details like the shape of the toes, helping them estimate the dinosaur size and how it moved. The discovery not only enriched our understanding of prehistoric life, but also highlighted how ocean currents can carry fossils long distances, preserving them for millions of years. This find proved that history, hidden beneath the waves, can still surprise us with incredible glimpses into the distant past. Number 11. The terrifying viperfish. The Pacific viperfish is a deep-sea predator that could easily be mistaken for something out of a horror film. With its slender, elongated body and its unervingly menacing face, this fish is a master of the dark ocean depths. Its most striking feature is its enormous needle-like teeth, which are so large that they curve backward toward its eyes. In fact, its teeth are so unwieldy that the viperfish cannot even fully close its mouth, giving it a permanent, unsettling grin. Despite its intimidating appearance, this fearsome fish rarely exceeds 12 inches in length. It dwells in the abyssal depths of the Pacific Ocean, typically between 2,000 and 5,500 feet below the surface, in an environment devoid of natural light. To survive in the darkness, the viperfish has evolved to use bioluminescence. It has glowing spots along its body and fins, one of which acts like a fishing rod, luring prey with its eerie light. When an unsuspecting fish draws near, the viperfish strikes with lightning speed, using its massive teeth to capture its meal. Its primary diet consists of small fish and crustaceans. Most of what we know about this remarkable creature comes from specimens caught in deep-sea fishing nets or washed ashore after storms. While the viperfish's horrific looks have inspired numerous sea monster legends, in reality, it's simply an expertly adapted predator thriving in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The Pacific viperfish serves as a reminder of just how bizarre and formidable the ocean's creatures can be. Number 10. Japan's underwater city. In 1985, something truly extraordinary was discovered off the coast of Japan, deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, just 100 feet below the surface near Yonaguni Island. Divers exploring the area came across what appeared to be the remnants of an ancient city. The structure, later named the Yonaguni Monument, is composed of massive stone formations resembling pyramids, platforms, and terraces, leading some to speculate it could be the ruins of a long-lost civilization. As divers ventured deeper into the site, they noticed what looked like intricate carvings on some of the stones, sparking debates about whether they were symbols or simply natural erosion patterns. One diver claimed to have seen what resembled a large stone face, similar to the Moai statues of Easter Island, though this has never been confirmed. The site's eerie silence and the way light filters through the water give it an almost otherworldly atmosphere, adding to its mystique. Some researchers have even suggested that the monument could date back over 10,000 years, potentially predating known human civilizations. The most captivating feature of the site is a set of steep, layered steps, which some believe were carefully carved by humans centuries ago. Others argue that the formations are the result of natural processes, shaped by the shifting of tectonic plates over time. The stone edges and right angles create the appearance of human-made construction, but geologists suggest these shapes might simply be an outcome of the Earth's movements. Over the years, divers have reported discovering more intriguing features, such as what appear to be walls, pathways, and even a large monument or pyramid. Some even speculate that this underwater site could be linked to lost cities from legends, such as Atlantis or other forgotten cultures. While the true origin of the Yonaguni Monument remains the subject of debate, it has become one of the most fascinating and perplexing underwater discoveries, attracting scholars and adventurers alike who seek to uncover the mystery beneath the waves. Number 9. The longest oarfish ever caught. The oarfish, a deep-sea giant, holds the title for the longest bony fish in the world, growing up to 56 feet long. Their snake-like bodies, shimmering silver scales, and ghostly appearance have long fueled myths of sea serpents. While most people never get the chance to see one, a group of Navy SEALs off the coast of San Diego, California, had a rare encounter with a massive oarfish that weighed 300 pounds and measured 23 feet in length. During a routine training exercise, the SEALs initially thought they had spotted some debris floating near the surface. As they approached, one of the SEALs joked that it looked like a sea monster straight out of a pirate story. The fish's sheer size and unusual movement in the water left the team both fascinated and slightly unnerved. Some of the SEALs even speculated that the creature might be a bad omen, as oarfish are often linked to legends of earthquakes and tsunamis in Japanese folklore. However, their curiosity quickly overtook any superstitions, and they decided to bring the fish ashore for further study. Oarfish typically inhabit depths of around 3,300 feet, so it was incredibly unusual to find one near the surface. Marine scientists believe these creatures only surface when they are ill or dying, which may explain the unusual circumstances of this encounter. The SEALs struggled to drag the enormous fish to shore, where marine biologists eagerly examined it. The oarfish's long, ribbon-like body featured a striking red fin running the length of its back, and its enormous eyes were perfectly adapted to the deep, pitch-black waters where they normally live. Despite their size, oarfish are harmless and primarily feed on small fish and plankton. The discovery added another chapter to the intrigue surrounding this elusive, serpent-like creature. Number 8. The colossal squid. In 2007, fishermen working in the frigid waters off Antarctica made an extraordinary discovery when they caught the largest colossal squid ever recorded. Weighing a staggering 500 kilograms and measuring an unbelievable 33 feet in length, this colossal squid was an impressive rare catch. The fishermen had been fishing for Patagonian toothfish in the Ross Sea when they unexpectedly pulled up the massive creature. At first, they thought their nets had snagged on the seafloor, but as they hauled it up, they were stunned to see the enormous squid emerge from the icy depths. The sheer size and weight of the creature made it a challenge to bring aboard, with the crew working together to secure it without damaging the specimen. Some of the fishermen described the experience as both awe-inspiring and eerie, as the squid's massive eyes seemed to stare back at them. Colossal squids are even larger than their giant squid relatives and hold the title as the largest invertebrates in the world. One of the most remarkable features of the colossal squid is its enormous eyes, some as big as dinner plates, designed to help it navigate the complete darkness of the deep cold waters it inhabits. The squid that was caught was in pristine condition, allowing scientists to study it closely for the first time. With 8 powerful arms and 2 long tentacles covered in rotating hooks, this squid is an apex predator of the deep. It uses its sharp beak to tear into prey, including fish and even larger creatures like whales. The squid was carefully preserved and is now on display at the Museum of New Zealand, Te Papa Tongarewa. Studying this remarkable creature has given scientists valuable insights into how these enormous animals survive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth, providing a rare glimpse into a world that few humans will ever experience. Number 7. The devil fish. In 2019, a fisherman from Sydney named Trapman Bermagee posted an image of a strange fish he had caught, hoping someone could help identify it. He asked, "I have no idea what this is. Any thoughts?" What followed was a flood of jokes and light-hearted comments. One person quipped, "That's exactly how I felt last Sunday morning after a wild night out." Another joked, "Looks like my sister," while someone else said, "That's my ex's mother." Others blamed pollution, saying it was the result of too much plastic in the ocean. As the post gained traction, marine enthusiasts and amateur sleuths from around the world chimed in with their theories. Some suggested it could be an undiscovered species, while others speculated it might be a deep-sea creature brought to the surface by unusual currents. A few commenters even wondered if it could be a victim of genetic mutation caused by human activity in the ocean. The fish's translucent, almost alien-like appearance only added to the intrigue, sparking debates about the mysteries of the deep sea. Despite the playful responses, some people attempted to solve the mystery. They speculated that the fish could be a haplofrine mollusk, also known as the ghostly sea devil, a deep-sea species found in tropical and subtropical waters. This eerie fish's appearance is due to a lack of skin pigment, making its muscles and skeletal structures visible. Some even guessed it might be a rare form of humpback anglerfish or a mutant loosejaw. Unfortunately, the fish did not survive long enough for scientists to analyze it, and no other living specimens have been discovered since. The mystery of its identity remains unsolved, leaving behind only a snapshot of an oceanic oddity that's likely unlike anything we'll encounter again. Number 6. The massive mantis shrimp. In the far northwest of Russia, a group of fishermen was in for a shock when they pulled in a massive mantis shrimp that measured a remarkable 18 inches, far larger than the usual 12 inches that most mantis shrimp grow to. These vibrant, fast-moving creatures are notorious for their incredible hunting abilities, and this one was no exception. Mantis shrimp are known for their powerful front limbs, which strike with such force that they have earned the nickname thumb splitters. These limbs move at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, enough to crack glass or break through hard shells. As the fishermen examined their catch, they were amazed by the shrimp's aggressive behavior, with its limbs striking the sides of the bucket so hard that it left small dents. One of the crew members joked that it could punch a hole through the boat, if given the chance. Its vivid, almost otherworldly colors shimmered in the sunlight, making it look like a creature straight out of a science fiction movie. The fishermen, both fascinated and cautious, decided to keep their distance while observing the shrimp's impressive strength. There are 2 types of mantis shrimp, smashers, who use their club-like limbs to deliver crushing blows, and spearers, who stab their prey with sharp spines. The one caught in Russia was a smasher, and even after being caught, its mighty strikes could still pack a punch. These creatures typically inhabit warm tropical waters, so the discovery of one in Russian waters raised some eyebrows. Some scientists speculate that it may have been transported there by hitching a ride in the ballast water of a ship. Others think that rising ocean temperatures might be encouraging these creatures to expand their range. Regardless, the sheer size and bright colors of the shrimp, with its green, blue, and orange hues, stunned the fishermen. For scientists, it was a rare opportunity to study one of the ocean's most powerful and visually stunning hunters in an environment where it is not commonly found. Number 5. Giant antlers off the coast of Ireland. In 2021, a remarkable discovery off the coast of Ireland sent archaeologists and marine biologists into a frenzy. While trawling the seabed, a group of fishermen pulled up an enormous set of antlers that measured over 10 feet across. The discovery was quickly identified as belonging to the Irish elk, Megaloceros giganteus, a species of giant deer that roamed across Europe and parts of Asia during the late Pleistocene epoch. The fishermen, initially unsure of what they had found, joked that they had caught a sea monster, before realizing the antlers were something extraordinary. News of the find spread quickly, with locals speculating about what other ancient treasures might be hidden beneath the waves. Some even suggested that the area could have been part of a prehistoric hunting ground, now lost to the sea. The Irish elk was one of the largest deer species to ever exist, with males standing up to 7 feet tall at the shoulders. Their antlers, which could span up to 12 feet wide, were some of the largest of any known animal. The species went extinct around 7,700 to 11,000 years ago, likely due to climate change and hunting by early humans. The antlers were surprisingly well-preserved thanks to the cold, low-oxygen waters at the bottom of the sea. This environment helped slow down the decay process, keeping the antlers intact for thousands of years. After their recovery, the antlers were sent to the National Museum of Ireland for further research. Carbon dating confirmed they were about 10,500 years old, meaning they had been submerged since the end of the last ice age. As sea levels rose, the area where the antlers were found was likely once dry land. Number 4. The giant eyeball. In 2012, the beaches of Pompano Beach, Florida were the site of a strange and perplexing discovery. A large blue eyeball, roughly the size of a softball, washed up on shore, leaving people both amazed and puzzled. The find quickly caught the attention of beachgoers and experts alike. Children on the beach were both fascinated and terrified, with some daring each other to touch it, while others ran to tell their parents about the monster eye. Social media quickly lit up with photos of the eyeball, sparking wild theories ranging from sea monsters to alien creatures. One local fisherman even claimed it could be from a legendary beast he had heard about in old sailor tales. Some initially speculated that it could belong to a giant squid, a deep-sea monster, or perhaps an unknown ocean creature. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission was called in to investigate, and after a thorough examination of its size, structure, and color, marine biologists concluded that the eyeball most likely belonged to a large swordfish. Swordfish can weigh over 1,000 pounds, and their enormous eyes are perfectly suited to help them navigate the dark depths of the ocean. The smooth cuts around the eyeball suggested it had been removed during the cleaning of the fish. The eyeball was preserved in a special formalin solution to prevent decay, and it was stored at the Fish and Wildlife Research Institute for future research. While some initially believed it could have come from a marlin or even a squid, experts ruled out those possibilities. The bizarre find turned out to be much less mysterious than originally thought, but it still sparked plenty of fascination and speculation about the strange creatures lurking in the deep sea. Number 3. The hideous wolf fish. Off the coast of Japan, a group of fishermen reeled in a giant wolf fish that shocked everyone with its massive size. Stretching over 6 feet in length, it was much larger than the average wolf fish, which typically grows to around 4 feet. This thick, muscular fish had a broad head and powerful jaws filled with jagged teeth that looked like they could bite through anything. As the fishermen hauled it onto the boat, they were struck by its sheer strength, with one of them remarking that it felt like pulling up a sea monster. The fish thrashed violently, its powerful jaws snapping at anything within reach, making it a challenge to secure. Some of the crew even hesitated to get too close, fearing it might break free and cause injury. Known for their terrifying appearance, wolf fish have evolved to crush hard-shelled prey, such as crabs and sea urchins, with their powerful bite. The giant wolf fish's size left many wondering why it was so much larger than normal. Some speculated that environmental factors, such as radiation from the Fukushima disaster, might have played a role. However, marine experts believe the fish's enormous size was simply due to its old age and abundant food supply. Wolf fish can live for up to 20 years, and because they never stop growing, they continue to get larger as they age. This unexpected catch became an internet sensation, with many people comparing the fish to monstrous sea creatures from Japanese folklore. While it may have been an unusually large specimen, the giant wolf fish is just another example of how the ocean is home to creatures that often seem more suited to myth than reality. Number 2. The live grenade. In 2022, a group of teenagers in Shelbyville, Indiana were magnet fishing in the Big Blue River, a hobby where people use strong magnets to pull metal objects from underwater. During their search, they pulled up something they certainly didn't expect, a live hand grenade. At first, they thought it was just a rusty piece of scrap metal, but as they cleaned off the mud, the distinct shape of the grenade became clear. One of the teens nervously joked about being in an action movie, while another quickly suggested they back away from the object. Unsure of what to do, they carefully placed the grenade on the riverbank and moved a safe distance away before calling for help. Recognizing the potential danger, they immediately called the police. Local officers arrived quickly, securing the area and ensuring everyone's safety. The Indiana State Police's explosive ordnance disposal team soon followed to handle the situation. After carefully inspecting the grenade, the team confirmed that it was still active and posed a real threat. The team safely removed it and transported it to a secure location for a controlled detonation. The origins of the grenade remain a mystery. Some believe it might have been an old military souvenir that was carelessly discarded, while others think it could have been dumped deliberately to hide evidence. Regardless of how it ended up in the river, the incident highlighted the dangers of hidden explosives and the quick thinking of the teenagers, who acted fast to avoid disaster. Number 1. $1 million worth of cocaine. In 2023, a group of fishermen off the coast of Charleston, South Carolina experienced the catch of a lifetime though it wasn't exactly the kind of fish they were hoping for. While out on a regular day of fishing, they noticed a suspicious bundle floating on the water. Upon bringing it aboard, they found several tightly wrapped bricks of cocaine, which would later be valued at around $1 million. The fishermen were initially confused and even joked about their unusual catch, but the weight and packaging quickly made them realize the seriousness of the situation. One of them remarked that it felt like something out of a crime movie, while another nervously suggested they might be watched by whoever lost the package. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, the fishermen immediately contacted the authorities. The United States Coast Guard and the DEA responded swiftly, securing the package and removing it from the boat. Upon testing, experts confirmed that the substance was high-purity cocaine, weighing about 66 pounds in total. While no arrests were made, law enforcement had a strong suspicion about the origins of the drugs. Drug trafficking organizations, especially those from Mexico and South America, are known to use ocean routes to smuggle illegal substances into the U.S. The discovery highlighted how even routine fishing trips can turn into unexpected brushes with international crime networks. The fishermen, however, were relieved to avoid any trouble and play their part in stopping the flow of illegal drugs. What other mysteries do you think are hidden in the depths of the ocean? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll catch you next time.